How can you sound more fluid and articulate with your words versus choppy, robotic, and stuttering? Well, I'm going to give you 4 techniques that I've used over more than a decade to help improve the way I sound so it's more appealing to the ears. So let's break down each step one by one. The first option is the legato. Think about speaking as though you're a piano player playing in legato, where the words are connected to each other, versus in staccato. Staccato is great for practicing how you complete each word. You can fully enunciate each word. But the problem with staccato is that it sounds very broken up. So if I were to say, hello, I'm excited to see you today, it might sound like, hello, I am excited to see you today. So how do you speak in legato? Well, that's where this part comes in. We call this speaking on the exhale. Speaking on the exhale. So the reason why you are not speaking clearly in legato is because your breathing patterns are all messed up. And what that means is you're not in control of when you breathe. Ideally, you should be breathing in through your nose with your mouth closed like this, and then speaking as you're exhaling through your mouth. You see what I just did? Breathe in. I'm really excited to see you today. Versus, I'm really excited to see you today. You notice how it sounds like I'm gasping for air? So how do you practice this breath control? Well, this is where the third technique comes in, and it's called the EIE. And this stands for exhale, inhale, exhale. So when you practice, I want you to say very basic sentences. You can even say, I'm really excited to see you today. Now, if you do this, I want you to start by exhaling all the breath from your body like this, to the point where your stomach is constricting, your rib cage is exposed, until you can no longer get out any more oxygen. And then inhale deeply through your nose like this, expanding your lungs with air. And then the moment that you're ready to exhale, do so through your mouth. Do so through your mouth, and then say those words. I'm really excited to see you today. I'm really excited to see you today. And just keep saying that same sentence as many times as you can until you can no longer exhale any more breath. And each time you do a single EIE, it should last for 30 to 45 seconds. 30 to 45 seconds. So let me demonstrate for you, just so you can see how this works. So you exhale. I'm really excited to see you today. 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 You see? Now what's happening is you're more in control of your breathing patterns. Now, of course, this is not going to change overnight, but the intent is for you to be deliberately practicing this every single day. And you can do it with a very basic sentence like, I'm really excited to see you today. And the fourth way you can practice speaking more fluidly is to play what I call the narration game. The narration game. I used to practice this ever since I was 10 years old. I fell in love with broadcasting, specifically play-by-play broadcasting for the NBA. And as I would idolize my favorite announcers like Marv Albert, Mike Breen, Mike Tirico, I would put on a game and put it on mute, and I would narrate all the action exactly as they would. And that helped me practice speaking fluidly and in a way that I could articulate myself to an audience that couldn't necessarily see what I saw. And then I did this in college, where I covered Stanford women's basketball for 4 years, covering the action exactly as I saw it. And you can do the same. It doesn't have to be muting games if you're not into that. But what you can do is every day, and I like to do this just as a warm-up for 2 minutes, I like to take out any random objects that are in front of me, like this marker, maybe this marker, whatever it is, you just are saying whatever words come to your mouth that allows you to describe what you're seeing. And your goal is, for a single sentence, to speak all in one breath. Your goal is to not inhale during the course of that sentence. So let's say I were to do that in front of you right now. This is a beautiful red marker. It costs only 50 cents, and I use it occasionally whenever I want to demonstrate concepts for my students. This is a black marker. It has a black cap, it's got a white body, it's got lettering that says whiteboard, and it's got a gold trim around it. Notice what you hear. I am trying to speak as fluidly as possible, connecting the words with each sentence. Now, if I wanted to be more deliberate, I could even pause longer in between sentences. But then when I start speaking, I am continuously letting out the words. Now, if you can do all these four things, speaking in legato, just internalize that concept, being able to speak on the exhale, practice just answering in one sentence a basic question about yourself, about your family, about your hobbies, whatever you'd like. But all you do is inhale, and then as you're exhaling through your mouth, articulate those words. You can then do the EIE where you're exaggerating the amount of air that you're generating so that you can just practice getting out as many words as you can on the exhale. And then finally, the narration game. Practice coming up with words on the spot, but that will be hopefully a little bit easier as you're describing what you're seeing. Give those four things a try, and I promise you, you will see an improvement in how you can speak more fluidly. Thanks.